guys, in this video, when I said 1 year Swedish resident permit, please, what I mean is less than a year. That's the correct, it's less than a year. When I was looking at what I did now, I discovered I've been saying 1 year, 1 year. Please, is for coordination number is when you have less than 1 year Swedish resident permit, but for personal number is when you have 1 year and above Swedish resident permit. That's just to put that out there. Okay, thank you. Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, if you are new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming. So my name is Bosinola. If you are meeting me for the first time, and I film about life in Sweden, I do lifetime vlogs, lifestyle vlogs. I talk about my faith in God, and and a lot of another good stuff, Yes, so today I'm going to be talking about that first thing you should do when you move into Sweden. It is so important that you listen to the end of this video, because I don't want you to be going through pressure, going through a lot of stress, putting out calls to different people when you move into Sweden. Okay, you know how Sweden can be about their migration stuff, how they take a lot of time. Now, to avoid that kind of time taking again when you come into Sweden, please listen to this video. Thank you as you do that. Yeah, so the first thing you need to do when you get into Sweden, after you get an after you've gotten an apartment, because without an apartment you can't get registered. So the first thing you need to do is to get registered in Sweden with the Swedish tax agency, which we call Skatteverket in Swedish. Yeah, so to get registered, firstly you need to register on their website. There's a place in the website where they say move to Sweden, so you need to fill the form. So when you fill the form, they would tell you some document that you will bring to them in their service centers. They have service centers in every cities. If they don't have in your city, then you can, for example, those in North Shopping, you can come into Lin Shopping. They used to have close service centers. They would also inform you about that. That's the first thing. But in case you don't want to fill the form on the website, then you can go to their office straight up, because that is what I did too when I came. I didn't bother to register on the website. I just went to their service center to register. Now, what are the documents that you should take with you for this registration? I mentioned about an e-service on their website. The good thing about that is that they will tell you, according to your status, they will tell you what you should, the document you should bring with you to their office. But for us that we go directly, we've asked 1 or 2 persons, okay, how did you do yours? Okay, so we just gather the same from information that we got from people that are already living here. So now you can also do that. Now, what are the basic document that you need to take along with you when you are going to to get registered in Sweden? And to get registered in Sweden, you must have 1 year or more Swedish resident permits to get registered. Without that, if it's less than 1 year, I don't think you can't get registered. With the knowledge I have, and according to their website, it's either 1 or more stay, Swedish resident permit. Now, if you have a 1 year Swedish resident permit, instead of you to get a personal number, you get a coordination number. And if you have above 2 years, you have a personal number. So if you have 1 year, you get coordination numbers, and if you have 2 years, then you get personal number. Now, what are the documents you should take along with you for this registration? Because it is so important. If you miss any of these documents, it will take time before they process your stuff. You understand? So you don't want to make that kind of mistake, because during my own time I made that same mistake, that I didn't go with all documents, and it took me a lot of time, longer times. Everyone who came after me already had their personal number, and I was still there struggling with a lot of things. Yeah, before I continue about what the personal number and the coordination number is for, let me tell you about the document first. So the first document you need to arrange is, number 1, you have to arrange that your resident permit. The resident permit, whether 1 year resident permit or Swedish resident permit to be precise, the Swedish resident permit. So the Swedish resident permit. Then the second thing you have to arrange is your passport. You have to go there with your passport. Then you have to go with the document showing your civil status. Either you're married or you're divorced or you have a cohabiting partner. So you have to go with evidences, especially to show that yes, this is your civil status, e.g., your marriage certificate. So a lot of things. And the first thing that you need to go with is your birth certificate. Sorry, not yours. Your children. If you have kids, please use your children's birth certificates. Now, when you are going to them, you don't go with the photocopies. You go with the original copies of this document. Your passport, your original passport, your civil status confirmation to show proof, civil status proof to show that you're married or you're divorced or you have a cohabiting partner, you understand. And then the Swedish resident permit, you have to go with the original. So when you go, they just want to see, they will make a photocopy for you and then return your document to you. So those are the vital documents that you need to go with when you are going. Do not miss any of this document, because like I've said before, when you miss them, it takes longer time. You're aware of how you queue in Sweden. Imagine you waited that long and then at the end they say, instead of you to get your personal number, now they are saying we need this document from you. You omitted it in your application. It can be so tiring. So please, I'm begging you, I don't want you to find yourself in a frustrated situation, because in Sweden, if you don't have your personal number, if you don't have your coordination number, you will not be able to do anything. Absolutely nothing. You will not be able to open a bank account. You will not be able to see, because I'm used to the system now, I can't really pick. There are so many things that you need that personal number for. A lot of things. If you want to register for something, for example, your bank ID, you might not know bank ID. Now, when you move to Sweden, you know what I mean by bank ID. That bank ID is connected to everything, every of your system. If you want to do anything in Sweden, it has to take you back to your bank ID. And without your personal number, you cannot use your bank ID. Now, another thing that I need to mention here is, if you're using like 1 year Swedish resident permit, you'll be given a coordination number. That coordination number, you cannot have bank ID. For you to be eligible for a bank ID, you need a personal number. So you see why I say sometimes Sweden can be so frustrating. I don't even want to remember. So I imagine the kind of stress those people who have 1 year Swedish resident permit go through. Like, you won't be able to have your bank ID, and if you don't have a bank ID, you can't have your Swish. The Swish is what you use to do money transfer from your bank. So a lot of things. I think, okay, so after your personal number, then you can now go ahead to register for your ID card. They will give you an ID card. So it's that ID card that you now take to the bank to register for a bank account. So you see how it can be so strenuous. So this is the first thing that you must make sure that you do. In fact, the day you get to Sweden, if you already have an address already, please, that same day, if it's not in the night, if it's between 10 to 5, because they close at 5, if it's between 10 to 5 or between 10 to 17, you understand, in the 24-hour format, between 10 to 17, please just quickly go and register, so that the earlier you go, the quicker your number comes out, the quicker you get your ID card, the quicker you get your bank account, and then your bank ID, then your Swish. Please, I'm telling you, the personal number is so important. So if you are in a country and you are not, oh my God, to pay house rent, you need a lot of things. So to save yourself all this headache, without your personal number, anyways, you can pay for your house rent, but not, you will go to an agent and they will take charge from you, unlike you paying it yourself. So please, guys, I'm telling you, Bossinola is telling you, please, immediately you get into Sweden, register. Okay, just register straight. Your personal number is so important to you. And then to get to look for a job, you need a personal number also. So most employers, please give me, so most times when you apply for some jobs, they will just tell you, give me your personal number. And so when they check, your personal number is everywhere. Once they type your personal number, your details, everything about you pumps up. So that's how they know many things about you. So what else am I supposed to say? But I don't know right now. I can't remember a lot of things anymore. Let me check my notes if there's anything that I still want to. Yes, I think I've touched on everything that I'm supposed to say. Okay, so if you have any question, I'm always here for you. Please ask on the comment section. I always prefer when you ask on the comment section, because other people too can see and learn also, so that I will not be giving multiple answers to different people. You understand? So just make my work easy and just comment on the YouTube, sorry, on the comment section. And if you're watching me to this stage and you've not subscribed, please now, please, and please, it's so important for you to like. Yes, I think this is where I would draw the curtain for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.